YouTube friends. I was feeling really guided to film a video for the YouTube family today. It's been a while, guys. I apologize. I've been trying to keep up with everything, and we're just gonna pull some cards today. You know, I've been feeling this strong energy coming in with the Syrians especially. So we're going to do a Syrian collective reading today just because I feel like their presence here is very, very strong. And we're going to pull some cards and just see what comes through for the Syrians and what messages they're wanting me to hand over to you guys. And gosh, there's just been a lot of energies, right guys? A lot of stuff that we're integrating and working through and implementing. So stay kind to yourself, stay gentle, stay compassionate, because there's a lot that we are working through on a collective scale right now and cosmic. So let's get into the reading. Let's see. I hope everyone's doing okay. I know there's been a lot happening in the world. So yeah. I think we've all been feeling this energy. Charging forth on the horse full force with sword in hand, armored, ready to fight, ready to go. I just feel like there's always a more peaceful way to go about doing things. That's how I feel. I feel like there is always a more peaceful frequency that you can tap into. There's always a more peaceful way to go about doing things. So whenever you're considering this, just like tap into that energy. Tap into that frequency of peace, of being a warrior of peace and of love and of light. That's how you can best address lower vibratory situations. That's the easiest way to transmute them, is when you're here and they're down here and your energy just automatically transmutes it, as opposed to you dipping to this level. Because now you're feeding into it. You're helping this grow more, as opposed to if you stayed up here with your higher vibratory level and vibration of peace and love, because it automatically transmutes the lower. Does this make sense? So like really anchoring that in, really holding your place as that. I'm just gonna say that. We have the Lover's card. Very interesting. I feel like a lot of us are meeting a lot of people, coming into divine union, coming into emergence with our higher selves. And if you look at the angel, what does she represent? Peace. This is a very interesting card. But she represents peace. It says peace on her chest. It literally says peace. It's the angel of peace. And interesting. I think it's just, we're doing a lot of healing between the races. We're doing a lot of healing between the sexes. We're doing a lot of healing on multiple, multi-dimensional levels. And so it's just a lot of healing going on. A lot of understanding that we're all one, right? No matter what we think we are, right? The Prince of Peace card. Is there a Prince of Peace? I think there's a Prince of Peace card in this deck. I'm gonna look and see. Oh, that was my headphones, sorry. Divine wisdom, channeling divine wisdom, but also channeling peace and cleansing. Peace and cleansing. We need to fill up our cups with the peace and the cleansing of the energies. I was saying, like in one of my last readings, I think it was for a client actually, A great way to cleanse your home is to simply get any kind of spray bottle, fill it up with water and pink Himalayan sea salt, and literally spray the 4 corners of your home. That's a great way to cleanse energies in your home, especially with all these like built up energies. Like, I don't personally watch the news. I don't like to watch the news. Like, my husband will sometimes, and I usually hear a lot of what's on there from him. But I try not to watch the news. Like, I can't. It makes me sick to my stomach. But I feel like those pent up energies, or just the knowingness of what's going on, can build up these like lower energies within the home. And so I think like really keeping your area cleansed, like your living space cleansed right now is really important. It's really important. And I also think keeping your energy cleansed, like your aura cleansed, is really, really important during this time. So I think I'm going to keep this reading pretty short. But I just kind of wanted to do an update of the energies. Another message that another thing you can do is keep 4 little selenite towers in the 4 corners of your home. So that really also helps. But we need to musa, you guys. We need to cleanse, and we need to musa, and we need to find that frequency of peace, not only within ourselves, but within everything we engage with. So make sure if you're engaging in things that they're at the same level as you, like higher vibratory things, because this will help your energy and your flow, your light body. I watched a great video yesterday, actually, to do things that raise your vibration, even if you're not feeling it. Just do something that you enjoy, even if it's just a few minutes of that, whether it's like coloring in a book or drawing light language or singing a song, doing a little bit of a dance, like moving your body is really good to get those like stagnant energies out and released, so they can be transmuted, right? And then it like leaves a space within your dimensional field to where the high frequencies can then implement in. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. I think it will. We have Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. I do feel like a lot of good things coming in for the Starseeds right now. And I do feel a lot of Starseeds are reading at the moment and doing a lot of research on ancient wisdom, on astrology, or just reading books that they enjoy. But I'm seeing a lot of reading here, and it is interesting because I just purchased the Expected One book by Kathleen McGowan that was recommended to me not only by a friend of mine, but also in a reading that I just had done for myself. So I finally purchased it, and I'm only on page like 30, I think, and it's so good, you guys. I'll leave the link below for that book if you guys wanted to check it out, but it's about Mary Magdalene. And if you hold like goddess frequency codes, you'll really appreciate this book. I just know it. Even if you don't, you'd still appreciate it. It's really good. Like, I literally had full body chills while reading it. And I'm not just saying that, it's really that good. So yeah, it's interesting. All this ancient wisdom that was hidden from us and kept from us, it's like, we're smarter than that. You know, we're going to tap in, and we're all connected to the one consciousness, right? So we're going to tap in eventually and remember it. I feel like we can have all this stuff thrown our way to help try to block that from occurring. But I feel like we're all going to remember. We're all going to remember, or we're going to come across it and share it, and then it's going to be readily available to us, that knowledge, that ancient knowledge, the hidden knowledge, you know? I'm very chill today. Can you guys tell? Very chill. That's the energies they want you to embody. It's just as much as you can, relax, meditate. If there's a lot of chaos by you, to simply do some light language, channel in light language, listen to light language, listen to meditations, guided meditations, soft, soothing music, anything to lower your stress levels and heighten the frequencies of your light body, because that will help transmute those energies. Also working with the violet flame. The violet flame has been coming through so strong recently. You can decree out loud. There's a video of it on YouTube, but you can say, I am a flame of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. I am a flame of violet fire. I am the purity God desires. Okay, so that automatically lifts your energy, and then anything lower that tries to manipulate off your path will just be transmuted. Really trusting too, like trusting what is meant to come through. It's a big one. Balancing the scales of giving and receiving. This is a similar message to a reading that I watched recently, and I can't remember whose reading it was, and I wish I did so I could mention it here. But we're balancing the scales of giving and receiving. Okay? And because this is in the reverse, it's obviously something that's still being worked on. But it's really cool because once we balance this, and you know, not everyone is unbalanced with this. This is just an overall energy that we're learning how to balance. But I feel like a lot more of you will be giving more to people that are in need of it and receiving it so that way you can give it freely. And that's really a beautiful thing. I just feel like this is something that we're learning how to balance out right now since this flew out. Okay, I think I'm done with this deck because I don't feel the energies as strong while picking cards right now. So I do want to pull from the Starseed Oracle. Oh, the Prince of Peace. I feel like is that a card in here? I feel like it was. Maybe I'm crazy. I could be crazy. I feel like there was a Prince of Peace, but maybe that's just something that I'm thinking of right now. Now these are like of the different seasons. Where are my princes at? Where's my prince at? Prince of Peace. Maybe it's just a message. The Prince of Peace. Maybe that stands for something. If I do some research and something pops up for that, and I will know because I have synchronicities like it's nobody's business. Like, we'll literally receive messages to the point where they're so in my face that I can no longer ignore the message that's being presented. So yeah, I don't think it's in here. But if I come across Prince of Peace, I will let you know what comes through with that, because I feel like there's definitely something there. Definitely. Make sure to get out in the sun, you guys. And I know we just had a solar flash, but I feel like there's downloads that need to be integrated from that. So responsibly get outside in the sun. Okay. The energy is so powerful from this card. Oh my god, this is so weird. This is so weird, you guys. It's so weird. I'll explain why in a minute. This is the Earth card in the reverse. So I'll tell you my experience that I had the other day. And it was so funny because I was like talking with a friend and I'm like, I feel like I watched this activation and it had to do with like the earth and the ley lines of the earth, and I watched this activation, okay? And what I started taking place, I started doing the activation with this person, and while I was doing the activation that was in the video, I felt like I wasn't even here. Like I was laying flat on the ground with my daughter, and I felt like I was literally floating in between the core of the earth and the cosmos. And I felt like the floor underneath me wasn't even there. Like I didn't even feel like I was here. It was the weirdest feeling. And like I've had that before with bilocation, like astral travel or like lucid dreaming. I've had this feeling before, but this was like on a whole nother level. Like it was crazy. And no, I wasn't on drugs, and no, I don't do drugs. I do drink alcohol like once a year maybe or twice, but there was no alcohol during this, like nothing. It was insane. Like I literally felt like I was floating within a chamber of light during this activation. And it's so funny because we have this earth card in the reverse, and this says learning how to be human in the world but not of it. So right? Like it's the same feeling that she implements in this card, where you know you're cosmic. You're like in this cosmic force field, this cosmic egg, this cosmic chamber. And you know you're part of this world, but you're not of this world. You're out of this world. You're out of this world. As a starseed. So I feel like we're really learning how to be human and how to bring humanity and like everything from a cosmic perspective onto the earth plane, and like learning how to ground this. And it isn't easy, which is why this is in the reverse. But wow, I'm like, yeah, that card meant to come out, definitely. So be human in the world, but not of it. Yeah. So we're learning how to integrate this, and we're also learning how to bring this like humanitarian perspective down also, and to implement it right now. So yeah, the unity, all of that. Interesting. So just a side note, the bottom of this deck that was facing up, it just caught my attention, so I'm just going to read this. This is the King of Summer. There's no Prince of Peace card. I don't know what I was thinking. But if I receive a message from that, I'll include it either in the description box or the comments below. I'll pin it. But this is a romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. Getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor. So I feel like that will be happening for you guys too, especially if you're Syrian, because this is a definite Syrian reading, but for all the starseeds, but definitely Syrian. Huh. What message do we have? We have forge, don't follow. So pave a new path. It's so important right now to pave a new path. Be freaking weird, you guys, and stand up for your truths, what you believe in. Be like the turning point of the dimensional perspective, just you. Like anchor that consciousness level in and pave that way for that new perspective, right? Be the leader you wish you had. Really step into that leadership role and be that leader you wish you had growing up or now. It looks like the Emerald City. I'm just gonna throw that out there with that picture. Doesn't that look like, it reminds me of the Emerald City? Emerald. The Emerald Order. I'm sorry, this thing is squeaking. I'm trying to rest my elbow on it because my arm kind of hurts. So. Or I'm just being lazy. Probably just being lazy. Do you guys ever overwork yourself and then get burnt out? I'm learning how to juggle that this year. To be kinder and give myself more space and time to get things done on top of all of the normal other things I do during the week. Oh, I love this card. This is big picture thinking in the reverse. So really zooming out, right? And getting a whole bigger picture perspective as opposed to like what's going on in our life, like what's actually going on in the world. This is Pleiadian energy, and I should have known just by the picture. This is Pleiades energy, the Pleiadians. You're a visionary. This is being the visionary, inspired ideas. Okay, so I feel, because this is in the reverse, I feel a lot of you aren't acting on these inspired ideas, and it's really wanting you to act on these inspired ideas if you can. Like, if you get a chance to, please make it a priority to act on these inspired ideas. Like, that is a huge message here from the Pleiadians. Okay? You're a visionary. Act on these inspired ideas, inspired ideas, inspired ideas, inspired ideas. Write these things down. Write these things down if you're having, you know, a hard time recalling them or remembering them. Wow. We're at 22 minutes already. I'm impressed. I didn't think I was going to last that long. I'm tired today, guys. It's the energies, though. The blue flame. The blue flame. Interesting. Okay. This is spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. As I'm talking about being tired, it's because we're being freaking activated right now by a lot of things. Energetically, cosmically, 3D levelly, we're being activated. We're integrating a lot of frequencies and a lot of codes and a lot of activations. So be kind to yourself. Also, a lot of us are having spontaneous awakenings at this time. It's like there's a line of people and I just see like bodies lighting up. I see bodies lighting up at random. And it's these spontaneous awakenings or these aha moments even. Like the downloads and the aha moments. Also, to side note with this, is it shows like a holographic being of light. If you're in the sun, and I wanted to know if I'm the only one that's been experiencing this recently, because I'm sure I'm not. I'm only one person amongst a gajillion people. But whenever I'm in the sun, and especially recently, like these past 2 weeks, I've been seeing so many light beings being presented to me within the sun and also within the home, like in my house. Have you guys been seeing light beings? As a motorcycle goes by, that scared me. Have you guys been seeing more light beings, like more so than normal? I want to hear it in the comments below if yes or no, if you have, and if you have, or what you've been experiencing recently. What kind of energies have you guys been experiencing or feeling? Have you guys been completely drained too and like sleep all over the place and energetically just a hot mess? That's been me. I've just been a hot mess energetically, but it's still structured and integrated in a sense that makes sense to my bodily structure, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it. It just is like this way. But please leave a comment down below what you've been experiencing recently and how you've been like, and also a way that you've been coping with it. For me, I've been doing a lot more meditations. I've been doing a lot of Arcturian meditations and also Syrian meditations. I've been listening to my Syrian meditation before bed. That's been really helping. And there's also one by Alessandria. I will leave it in the description box below. It's an Arcturian like abundance activation, but it helps me calm down before bed because it's got this like really cool like Native American sounding light language to it. And you know me and the Native American light language, how I just vibe with that. The Seas of Mintaka. The Seas of Mintaka in the reverse. And it's so crazy because I was just talking about this with someone recently. My dog is having a panic attack. Do you guys see what I'm saying? Like, do you hear him snorting down there? He has panic attacks. He's gonna be okay. He has them for like very short bursts and then they go away. I feel like every living being on the planet has been experiencing some sort of crazy energy. Like it just is. It's just okay, so this is the Seas of Mintaka. So this is seeing potential and bringing unconsciousness to light. The problem with this being in the reverse is I feel like a lot of people aren't seeing the potential of others or of other things. I feel like a lot of people are still stuck in duality, and it's very, I don't want to say frustrating because that's duality, but I feel like duality and non-duality coexist at the same exact time. So it's hard to explain in words, and I hope this is making sense, but I just want people to not give up hope and to still feel the potential that we have as a civilization, as a race. I want people to see the potential that we have as a human race, as an alien race. I want people to see the potentials that are there. I don't want people to block them off or give up hope. And this is also the bringing of the unconsciousness to light. So I feel like a lot of us need to work with our unconscious mind a lot, because there's a lot that needs to be cleansed out, like the water. So yeah, that's a big message there. So I do know like my Syrian meditation is really good for working with the unconscious and subconscious mind. Automatically with that light language frequency, it really helps. So that'll be listed below if you're interested. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, you guys. Let's see. I'm going to pull one more card from the numerology. Trust your intuition and follow your intuition always before anyone else's advice. Okay? Trust that intuition, follow that intuition, and also the sacral. I want you to work with this creative stuff, because there's a lot of creative stuff that's wanting you to integrate it, but don't like overwork yourself either. That's a big thing. Ooh, persevere. They want you to persevere with your creativity, because that just flew out. And your heart chakra, they want you to persevere with that as well. Integrating the green light, the orange light. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Have compassion for yourself and others. Like I said at the beginning of this reading, but I want to see if there's another message. Work with the fairies too. There's a lot of things that the fairies are trying to portray. Also with this, reminds me of like little trinkets for fairies here. Presenting gifts to the fairies in the form of like little crystals or little pictures or anything small that you can present in your yard or by your favorite tree or your favorite garden or plant or whatever it is, and hold space for the fairies, because they really appreciate gifts a lot, like little tiny ones. And you don't have to do like a ton, just do like one and really hold space and give thanks to the fairies, because there's messages that they will relay to you through that. I had that message actually for a client just the other day. So that just like, yeah, I just feel like that's important for the collective to know as well. And financial discipline in the reverse. So it's asking you to save your money during this time, to save your money, or it's just asking you to, if you're looking to create abundance, have self-discipline for that too. If you're looking to create abundance. So it's both for saving and creating, right? So, and work with the color pink. That's been a huge message recently. Not only is this great for the Pleiadian energy, but it's also great for the fairy energy, and it's also great for your finances here. So pink, green, orange are great colors to visualize, work with. And also if you can find a meditation, I'll try to look for one that has like a pink background. It's like very activating right now, like very. So working with the color pink, okay, is huge right now. And as I said that, look what card flew out. Manifesting in the reverse. It's also going to help with your finances and also with your manifestations. And I feel like getting disciplined will also help with your manifestations, but allowing will also help. And having gratitude will also help. So these are other messages that coincide with that card. But look, we had 2 pink cards fly out. What are the coincidences of that out of all these cards, guys? There's not that many pink ones. And keep that in mind. All right, I think that completes our reading. I really do. Rose quartz would be another great stone to work with because of its, you know, pink nature. But any kind of rose quartz would really be beneficial, or anything pink that you have. For me, I think I'll be working with my little pink fairy because I love her so much. She's got pink hair and I love that. So, yeah. Work on self-protection also, self-awareness, self-protection, boundaries has been a common message recently. But just like trust your intuition with what you receive, and just keep your aura cleansed and your home cleansed also. But I feel like doing these things and implementing the things I spoke about will really, really benefit you. If I can find the links, I'll leave them below. If not, I apologize, but definitely try to find a meditation with a pink picture, or even if you make your own or something, or just envision the color pink, will be very beneficial for you. All right, you guys, I love you so incredibly much. There are collabs in the works coming for you. I do have some awesome ideas. And I also have, I wanted to let you know before I go, I do have a light language course that I'm offering. I'm actually launching it June 5th. So if you're interested, please hit me up. I am going to be raising the price on that very, very soon, like in a day or two. So if you wanted to hold your place at the price that I'm offering it, because I'm offering it for $111. So if you wanted to hold your place at that price point, please message me ASAP. Either email me at kimberkiss28@gmail.com. You can DM me on my Instagram at kimberkiss33, or you can leave a comment below. But please hit me up ASAP and I'll make sure to get your name on the list, and then we can go from there. But I'll be emailing the link to that course June 5th. So, but I will be raising the price on that within a day or two at the very least. So please, if you're interested, hit me up so I can get you at that lower price point. It's going to be very beneficial for a lot of you. It's going to show you how to speak light language, how to write light language, and it's very interactive, and it gives you the tools on how to do it so you can empower yourself and do it yourself, how to channel your beings of light. All that goodness is in there. Plus it includes like a bunch of bonus features and activators and just like really beautiful things. So I'm really excited to be launching this. So if you're interested, leave a comment below. Like I said, hit me up those other methods, and yeah, I'm really excited for that. I love you all so incredibly much. I hope you're doing wonderful. Stay kind to yourself. Hold a lot of love and compassion. Just be patient with yourself during these times. Let these energies integrate. Get outside, get grounded, get in the sun. It's really going to help you tremendously. I love you so much. And until next time, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.